Would you like to go on an epic space pirate adventure? Would you like to use special moves where you fart into a sock and throw it at your enemies? Do you enjoy the thought of rekindling the relationship and romance between a dog and an elf? Well, if you answered yes to any and all of those questions, then I have the game for you. Stick around and find out. Hi, my name is Justin, and welcome to the XP Log, a daily-ish podcast about my gaming journey. And today, I want to talk about Rogue Galaxy. So, Rogue Galaxy is an RPG by Level 5, and I believe it came out on the PS2 in 2006. And it's kind of an action RPG. Think what Final Fantasy VII Remake is nowadays. It's something akin to that, and maybe Kingdom Hearts of the time. It's done really well. I really do enjoy the combat in the game. When you go into the menu, it does pause it, kind of like Final Fantasy VII Remake. And also, the graphics are quite impressive for the age. They don't use like a whole lot of pre-rendered backgrounds, and I think that actually works to their advantage because the cel-shaded style that they went with aged pretty well. Granted, I am playing it emulated on my Steam Deck at, I think, 2.5 internal resolution or rendering resolution. So, the polygon's a little smoother than normal, but it looks great. It looks really good to me. And the environments are also pretty impressive. Now, they are basically corridors and not like giant sprawling cities like you see now. But if you think back in that day, without pre-rendered backgrounds and stuff, it's very impressive what they did with the hardware. Because Final Fantasy X was very impressive, but they also used a lot of pre-rendered backgrounds and stuff. And if you've ever tried to play it emulated, you can really tell, and that did not age super well. Emulated. The HD remasters are fantastic. The story seems to be very interesting. I don't know yet. I'm recording this in the future. I'm actually about 15 hours into the game. So I've played plenty and I've taken notes and stuff from talking points and everything. But the story is kind of pun intended, taking off now. 15 hours in, and it's very interesting. It's like, fantasy in space, I guess. But I was looking for kind of an RPG, kind of an action game, with the cel-shaded, didn't take itself too seriously style. I mean, I was hoping for 20-ish hours. This clocks in probably more around 40. But I'm enjoying it. And yeah, it's been a good time so far. It's been a good ride. I've visited multiple different planets. So I saw a few different environments and stuff like that. And I believe I have gotten all the characters now, which they're pretty interesting. I do like the characters in the game. They are pretty interesting. I like them. They have somewhat of an anime style, but not quite as hard on the tropes. So I am really enjoying that. So overall, I am very much enjoying the game. What happened the first time I tried to play? Given the difficulty of the game, which I was not expecting, I believe that is partially to blame. Probably a combination between the difficulty and me finding something else to play. One thing that tends to happen is when I bang my head up against a wall and I can't bust through it, I quote unquote take a break. And take a break means play something else. And then most of the time that something else just takes over and the other game gets left behind until I forget what's going on or how to play or both. And yep, we've all heard this story before. But yeah, Rogue Galaxy is the next game on my backlog I will be taking down. It has been on my backlog for... What year is it? Almost 20 years, I guess. I do remember seeing commercials back then. Commercials and all that stuff for it back in the day. And it looked really cool, and I just never made the jump until it came out on PS2 Classics, and then I failed. But I will not fail this time. I will beat this game. Anyways, I'm enjoying it, and that's about all I have time for today. I hope you have a good one. Peace out.